Hey ladies, as you can tell by the title of the video, I am talking about my Belle micro locks. I got them started in the Maryland shop, and I had two ladies do it. I don't remember their names or anything like that. But yeah, it was the Maryland shop for Braids That Speak. I think they have coined the Belle microlock name. I really love the method that they use. Not that I went to a class and learned it or anything, but just what I can see is I love it. I've had these locks for a while, almost a year. Hold on, I got them April 20. I want to say 23rd. It's either 23rd or 25th. I don't know, but I should have looked before I started the video. But they were in April 20, we'll just say April 23rd. And it's what, January now. So what is that? Okay, so it's been 9 months. I've had a pregnancy with my locks. It's been it's January 14th, so it's been almost 9 months. When we get to the 23rd, then it'll be 9 months completely. I would have had a full-term pregnancy with my locks, and I love them. I just did a braid out today. And this was the result of my braid out. And if it looks crazy, don't judge me. I need a retie, and I am scheduled for a retie next Friday. Yay. I love getting a retie. I just love that fresh look. I like kind of this, right now it's not that old and messy though. These are, I've been getting my reties every, like this is a, when did I get my last retie? It was December 20th, so. Okay, so it has been, I just looked at the calendar, it's been 4 weeks. So this is a 4-week-old retie. So as you can see, it don't take long for my hair to start growing back. There goes the gray hair. But I guess this isn't that bad. But yep, this is 4-week-old retie. And I just braided my hair last night, and so this is the braid out result. Some things I think you should know are that make sure that like you have a conversation with your stylist. I feel like you shouldn't assume that I mean, you would want to think you could assume that they know like exactly what they're doing, but I think it's important to go in there with some sort of knowledge and know what you want for yourself, what you want your hair to look like, and just whatever lock knowledge you've gained over the years. Like, they've done their training and then you've done your research, and so everybody putting their head together, I think, is like perfect, you know. I don't feel like, I don't know what it is, but I know that like a lot of my locks, it's like thick where they added in hair, and then it's, when you get to like the part that's like all me, it's like very thin. And so I'm like, it makes you wonder, did the stylist keep hair to lock ratio in mind? I don't know. Mainly in the back, like I would have to find one. It would be hard for me to show you right now. But a lot of them are like, the front is good because my hair is very like thick and healthy in the front, but the back of my hair, to be honest with you, was always weak and thin. So I wouldn't blame that on them. as much as I would just blame it on the fact that my hair is just thin and weak in the back. And it's very much strong. And I don't know why my hair's always been like that. And then my edges are extremely thin, so that's a whole nother thing. But I did experience some slippage, but not a lot of slippage. So I'm kind of happy about that. It wasn't a lot of slippage. And all my slippage was in the back where my hair is thin and weak. So you kind of see, you see a trend. Luckily, to be honest, I live like 3 to 4 hours, and I would say about 3.5-ish hours away from the closest shop. So things like slippage or just little minor things, I would honestly fix myself. You know, is that recommended or not? I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is my hair. So I'm just going to do whatever I think is best for my hair. You would never know the difference anyways. Like if you look, they all look the same. Honestly, like, you see how extremely thin my edges are. There's a lock right here. This lock right here, you see how far back it is? That's because I purposely started this lock myself and I just combined. They had it separated into two and it was just a lock hanging right here. And that piece of hair was just way too thin to have a lock on it. So I took it out and I combined the two and made this one lock, which, you know, a hair to lock ratio is very important. I'm like, I'm never gonna have any edges if there's a big lock hanging on my thin edges. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I did take that down and I did the same thing on this side. So make sure, you know, and that's something that, you know, if I had noticed it before I left, maybe we could have talked about or whatever, you know. If it's something you know about your hair that you think they should know, go ahead and tell them because they can just do it themselves right there. Do what you're paying them to do, pretty much, you know. So yeah, slippage. I know how to braid. I know how to interlock. So if one slipped out, I would just braid it back up with I would just braid it back up and interlock it 4-point method, and go ahead about my business. And they all just pretty much tend to look the same either way. You know, it's locks. It's not like braids where it needs to be perfectly neat or anything. As long as you know what you're doing. If you don't have any clue what you're doing, then just let a professional do it. So I'm not by any means telling you that you should fix your own issues. I think that you should let them fix it if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, save the money. Especially if you live far away. Like, I can't just run over to the shop or, you know, even my reties. I got to the point where I found a local stylist because I just live too far to be running up there every time. Like, if I have to get a retie every 5 weeks, I don't really feel like driving 3 hours in DC traffic every freaking month almost. Like, it's not happening. I just got tired of it. So I went up there 3 times. I went for my install and I did 2 reties up there. Great. You know, they went perfectly fine. I love the service there. It's a nice, neat shop. The girl I like to go to, she just gets right to it. She doesn't like waste any time. And when I say you are in and out and your hair looks good, like, that's one thing I loved about going up to the shop in Maryland. My local stylist, she does so good. Like, I love her work. But baby is just a little bit slower than them. You know, everybody's going to be different. You know, some people are faster or slower than others. But I will say she takes the time. Like, she does, I don't have to pay extra to get a wash. You know, she sent me under the steamer. And she really, like, cared for my hair. And none of that was an extra charge. It was, like, $165. And so me just being me, I paid her extra as a tip. But, you know, it actually was all included. So I kind of like that. But I feel like I definitely sit in the shop a little longer with her. But either way, great service either way. And if I had to do it all over again, I would go back to the same shop and start over. Except now that I know the stylist that I really like, I would try to make sure I got the stylist that I like to do my install. And I would try to get her to do it by herself. Or if somebody helped her, I would want them to maybe just do, maybe like just do the back. I really do feel like the same person needs to do the whole front. Because I kind of had two people on either side. And because of that, you might not be able to tell. Because let me see if I can get behind a white. If you can look at me, like, this side is thicker and longer. Then this side is obviously, like, shorter. It's like an obvious difference. So, that kind of has always been annoying to me. So, yeah. But I guess, try to get this light right. I don't know. But I guess it just is what it is. I'm used to it now. It's just like whatever. But I didn't notice it. I noticed it a little bit in the shop, but I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Because you can see it's not like way off. And if I wanted to, I could just probably cut it. But when I first got them, they were like barely touching my shoulders. So I'm like, I don't want them to be any shorter than they already are. And I've already sat here for like half the day, excuse me, getting my hair done. I don't want to sit here any longer. I'm ready to go. So, you know, some things are what they are. Now that you live and learn. But like I said, I would definitely get the one young lady that I like to do my hair. And I would, if she can't do the whole install, then I would definitely want her to do the whole front. And maybe somebody could help in the back. But since my back is so weak, I think somebody very experienced needs to, extremely experienced needs to do my back, because, you know, that hair is just so weak in the back for me. But you know, this is the look. If I had like makeup on, I don't have any like foundation on, but I do have like a little eyeliner. You can probably tell I have eyeliner, and I tried to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. My face is so greasy. I put a little bit of lip gloss, but you know, I don't really look like anything right now. But if I put like a full face of makeup on, I feel like I can be like this glam look, and my hair is just so easy to style. And then on a regular day, like I said, I don't have any foundation on. I could just get up and go, and I still feel cute. It's the best decision I ever made. And sometimes if I could just snap my fingers and start them over, I would start them over. And I would start them like, I would start them maybe at 12 inches, because I started my real hair was already like this long. So they pretty much just braided my real hair. But my hair was uneven. So if they got to a short piece, they would just add in hair. And so because of that, I ended up not paying full price. It was like way cheaper I don't remember the price, but I might have paid instead of paying 1,800 or 1,600 or whatever, I ended up paying like 900 or maybe not even that. I don't know, it was a lot cheaper. And it feels good, honestly, to know that this is mostly my hair growing out of my scalp. Like, that's kind of a good feeling. But honestly, I don't know. Like, you probably can't tell looking at it, but it's a lot of different sizes, inconsistencies. But again, that's not something I'm putting on them as much as just like the way my hair is and grows. But yeah, you definitely, some of the things that they say not to do that I did anyway, and which may have contributed to the slippage. I washed my hair probably the next week. After 2 weeks, I washed my hair. I don't remember what they said because it was so long ago now. But I know everybody says, like, when you first get them done, you don't really need to wash them like that. But I did not care. I have to wash my hair or my skin starts breaking out and I start itching. It seems to be going along just fine. Like, I literally wash my hair whenever I feel like it. I do not care. Like, if I can't wash my hair, then you could just go to hell. Like, I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to wash my hair, girl. Like, what are you talking about? And I condition my hair, but I just started doing that. This is month 9, literally. The first time I conditioned my hair was in December, so that was like my 8th month. But I just realized that, like, when I shampoo real good, it feels so good to just put like one layer of conditioner over it, just rinse it right out. I don't let it sit. I just put it in, rinse it right out, and my hair is like way softer that way. So I'm like, what's the problem really? And honestly, since I fixed my own my slippage that I was having, I literally all my locks only like 4 or 5 slipped. So that's not a lot of slippage. And I fixed every single one myself, rebraided, interlock it, cool. Yeah, so I can't speak for every single hair type. If you have like a really soft hair type, maybe you don't want to do the things that I did. But I don't have like a 4C hair either. I don't know if it's like 4B or what, but it's like, I don't know. My hair is not soft. It's very kinky, but it doesn't like curl. It doesn't have like a curl to it. So I don't know. I've gotten away with it thus far, and I like the rhythm that I've kind of picked up. So I think I like this every 5 weeks. I might push it to 6 sometimes. And as they mature even more and more, I don't know what I'll start to do then. But I think that stylists have to remember that what's convenient for you doesn't mean it's necessary. You know what I mean? Because at a certain point, your hair might be able to just grow and grow, and you don't have to get a retie like clockwork every time you turn around. You know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know. I'm learning on this journey as I go. So we'll see. I do like the fresh look, so I probably keep my hair, you know, done for the most part. But I've gone 11 weeks one time because I couldn't get an appointment in Maryland, and that's when I finally found somebody around here. You know, I would suggest making your appointment before you leave, and that way you know you have it, which is honestly what I started doing now. When I leave my lady locally, I'm like, hey, what you got? I just go ahead and put it like 5-6 weeks out. I'm on the books. I know I'm good, you know. But yeah, I think you're gonna love it if you're thinking about it. If you needed a reason to do it, this is your reason to do it. I'm telling you right now, do it. Do it. Seriously. It's literally the best decision I've ever made. I never felt more beautiful. I never felt more like secure with myself. I've never been so free. Like, I love these locks. And I've had bigger locks too. But I really love the size of these. I think it's so versatile. It's, you know, like, it's so much fun. You can have, like, I pull it up in a ponytail like this, or, I don't know, I can flip it over and do a deep side part. It's, like, it's so fun. You know, like, there's no end to, like, the little, you know, little things you can do to just, like, spice it up. And especially, I can't wait for it to get longer and I can do even more styles. Like, I'm just having so much fun with this. So thumbs up to Belle Micro Locks, Braids to Speak. And anyone else that is doing micro locks, you know, you don't have to go there to get them done. I am not a spokesperson for them. They're not paying me for this. You know, you can get your micro locks done at any shop that you see does good work. Quite frankly, some people have started them. If you know how to do it and you can do the whole mirror thing, you can start your own. Just buy some 100% human hair. Or if you have enough hair, just, you know, plait it or twist it or whatever and unlock it. Start your own, whatever. You know, it's on you. Excuse me, I got thirsty. But I don't have the patience, and I'm glad I did go to them, because I think, you know, they did their thing, other than like the little minor things about it being uneven. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna try to keep documenting so that you know, we can kind of be on this journey together. You know, right now they're at this length. They're kind of like, let me use my mirror. They kind of like, they don't really touch my shoulders. They kind of sit like right here. And they weren't like this. When they do your hair, it's probably gonna just be like blue. You can ask them to layer it for you, I'm sure. I don't trust anybody with scissors on my head. I love to cut and layer my own hair because I know that it's gonna frame my face the way I want it to if I do it myself. Like, see how this just has that perfect curve? I would like for my hair to do that. Perfectly kind of flow around my face. And so I feel like only I can make that perfect cut. Like, I don't know, I don't trust anybody else to do that. So as it grows, I'll just keep framing it the way I want it to frame. Like, I don't like when locks are just like all one length. That's not my thing. But if that's your thing, do your thing. But yeah, we'll keep up. I'm so bad about being consistent with this, so we'll just see. But I'm gonna try. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll maybe do another update. And I feel like there's no reason to do it too often because my hair is not gonna look that much different. Look at this one, wants to do its own thing. But yeah, my hair's not gonna look like that different. So maybe I'll do it like every 6 months. That might be fun. Every 6 months, we'll see how much it's grown. Or we'll see what in the world have I done. Oh, another thing, I did bleach this. Something else you probably, I don't know if I was supposed to do it or not, but this is my hair, like I said. I got the bleach. I bleached the top and I dyed the bottom black. My real hair is like this brown color, so I wanted the bottom to be like jet black, and the top is It's not even a color. I just bleached it and it came out this color. When I get bored with this, then I'm going to put a burgundy rinse over it and see how that looks. And we'll just go from there. You know, whatever I do, I do. But, yeah. So, I'll see you guys again in 6 months. And we'll see if, for sure, you know, for sure my hair should be past my shoulders in 6 months. It better be, or I'm going to be mad. But you have to be patient with your locks because they kind of shrivel up before they drop down. So keep that in mind. Whatever length you get is gonna draw up on you before it gets longer. Because I feel like, honestly, my hair was probably this length. And maybe just a little bit shorter when I got them. So it shrunk up. And I have cut on it so much. I have cut my hair so much that I really can't even, I can't say it's not growing. I literally will cut it. If it's not looking how I want it to look, I'll just get the snipping. I cut the back real short last year sometime. But you know what? I'm not going to cut it no more. I'm going to try to just let it do its thing and grow. So, all right, I'm going to quit rambling and I'll let you guys go. And let's check back in 6 months. And, you know, comment below if you have Belle micro locks or if you're thinking about it. Or if you have any questions about my experience. We can chat. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.